All right, I am making another Crock-Pot candy. Okay, I got my package of peanuts, salted peanuts. I always use salted, guys. People do not salt their food enough, and then it tastes nasty, and that's why nobody likes your food, because you don't salt it enough. All right, salted peanuts, my white chocolate, my Reese's, and my Hershey's, both chocolate bars. There's one. And here's two. Yum. Okay, we're going to let this melt in the crock pot, and then we will come back and make our candy. Okay, I got my crock pot candy here, and okay, see how my spatula went all the way in? So it is finished. So I am going to stir this around. Now, we are going to spoon it onto our tray. Is brought to you by our Dining on a Dime cookbook. We have quick and easy recipes your family will love to help you get in and out of the kitchen fast. Please visit us at livingonadime.com. It's 25% off now. All right, now we're gonna spread it around. Oh my goodness, this looks delicious. Maybe you should have gotten a bigger pan, but this will work. Okay, and now we have our red and green M&Ms and our Reese's minis. All over. Oops. Then I have my peanut butter M&Ms. I've never had these. Like Reese's Pieces. Big surprise. Pushed in. Trying not to get chocolate everywhere. I think we need some white, so I'm going to add some snowflake. And then I think I'm going to add a few of these stars. We're gonna set this in the freezer. Ooh, it's hot. I'm gonna let it cool off for just a little bit, and then we'll let it set up in the freezer. My bark, I think it's already popped out. Yep. So there's the back side. Okay, that is pretty darn tootin' cool. That looks so good. I actually like how the Reese's kind of melted into the warm chocolate. I don't know why. I just think it looks cool. Here we go. Wow. Okay, that looks really good. Now, I would definitely use a bigger pan. This is pretty thick, but it's okay. All right, I like that. Now let's give it a taste test and see. Here's one with the multi levels of peanut butter flavoring and peanuts. Mmm. 10 out of 10. This is delicious. I am making an M&M Christmas Bark. Now I've got my chocolate wafers, melting wafers here. And I'm going to spread them around. Now I ran out of white wafers. I thought I had more, but I'm gonna also put on some white because you always need white in your candies to make them look good. I'm gonna put this in the oven. The time and temperature is on the QR code or in the link in the description below. And we're gonna let this melt. Here is my melted chocolates. Ooh. Okay, the white's not quite done yet, so I'm gonna put it back in for just a couple more minutes. Oh, yum. Okay, we're gonna spread this all around. Now this one is milk chocolate. Okay, now I got my M&Ms. Guys, you just can't go wrong with M&Ms, can you? Oh, I thought they were Christmas M&Ms and they're not. Oops. Okay, well, that's fine. We can adapt and overcome. So what I'm gonna do is now to make it more Christmassy, I've got these little white snowflakes, and the white will stand out against the chocolate really nice. So I'm gonna stick those on. We've got a few candy canes and little Christmas trees here. I think I'm gonna put those on too. There, kind of looks like a little Christmas tree. Oh, that's cute, I love it. All right, we're gonna set this in the freezer, let it get set up. Make sure you push all of your little candies in, and then we will come back and break it. Candy Dime Volume 2 is where you can find the bark recipes. Oops, it broke. Oh my goodness, look at that. That looks just like a Christmas tree. It's so pretty. I love it. Okay, let's break this up. This candy, you can either freeze it or you can just leave it out on the counter. It won't really matter. And then I put all the little pieces in here because everybody likes to snack on the little pieces too. Now we're ready for Christmas. Early. Caramel Latte Fudge. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. I've got my old-timey baking pan here that's pretty just darn tootin' cool. Gonna put in some parchment. You know what? I don't think I am. I think I'm just gonna grease this. What do I do? I don't know what to do. No, I think I'm gonna use parchment. Okay. So for this fudge, all right, for this fudge, I'm making a double batch. So we're gonna warm up our chocolate chips first. All right, got my chocolate chips started. Gonna add my caramel latte frosting. Now, it'll be interesting to see what Mike says about this because he is actually a sweet latte kind of a guy. He didn't drink coffee for years. And one time he went to a blogging conference about what, oh man, 15 years ago, I guess. And they had nothing there but coffee to drink. And so he put some with a whole bunch of cream in it. And now he drinks coffee. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and melt this. All right, let's see how much this is getting melted. Okay, well, I hate coffee, but this does smell good. I am personally a tea drinker myself. Comment and tell me, guys, are you tea or coffee? I'm curious to see which we have more of, if you like tea or coffee better. As my son is saying, is it okay if I start my coffee, Mom?
It's perfect.
Yes, you can. Now, you don't want to overheat your fudges because if you do, then your chocolate can seize. And so that's why I go in 30-second increments and just really mix it in between to make sure. Okay, that's looking pretty good. All right, so now we've got our caramel bits here. We're going to put about 3/4 of them in the fudge. And then we're going to leave the rest for the top. Maybe a few more for the top. All right, we're going to mix that in. Does that look? Do you think you would like a caramel coffee fudge?
Looks interesting.
It looks interesting. All right. Oh, this is kind of swirling the caramels. The caramels are kind of slightly melting in here. That's pretty cool. You could probably also do a jar of caramel ice cream topping and put that in here and swirl it around. That would be really good. Of course, you can use the square caramels and cut them up if you don't have the bits. All right, son, do you want to lick the... Okay, so now, all right, you're licking the spoon. What do you think, my son? Is it good or no? I hope it's good. It's a test recipe. So if it's not and I go live with this all over the world, we're going to be in for a problem.
Yeah, that was very good.
So I guess you better tell me now before we edit it and put it up and say it's delicious. Okay, so...
Take 89 finally worked, Mom.
Take 89 finally worked, Mom. Thanks. Oh my goodness. Other son, would you like to try caramel coffee fudge? You don't drink coffee.
No, gracias. I cannot eat it.
You don't like coffee? Oh, because you're allergic? Yeah, because you're allergic to it. Yeah.
Got weak genes.
He's got weak genes.
I've got the same genes you got.
You should know if they're weak or not, huh? Okay, so we're gonna push all of our caramel bits into the fudge. Let this set up and then we will cut it. Okay, we have our chocolate latte here. You guys like my little gnomes? Aren't they cute? Okay, so let's see. I think first I'm going to divide this down the center. Okay. Yeah, the caramel's kind of messed with it. But there you go. Yum. Okay, that one is caramel latte. Caramel latte.
Why don't you eat this one, dear?
Because I hate coffee.
It's really good. Yum. Oh, yum. It gets more flavor that keeps coming. That's why I'm having this weird long reaction. It's really good.
Yay! Making chocolate orange fudge. A bag of chocolate chips. We're going to melt these together. We're going to stir every 30 seconds to 45 seconds that we microwave it until it is melted. Perfect. 1 teaspoon of orange extract. Got my prepared pan here, parchment paper, or you can grease it, either way. If you don't have a microwave, you can put a pan of water on your stove and put a metal bowl on top and melt your chocolate and sweetened condensed milk in that. It's called a double boiler. All right, we're gonna spread out our first layer. Next layer, we're taking 1 package of white baking chips and sweetened condensed milk. We're going to melt these together. And we're going to stir every 30 seconds also. When you microwave, you have to stir every 30 seconds or your chocolates can burn. Oh, that looks great. Okay, so now we're going to add some yellow food coloring and a little bit of red food coloring. And hopefully we'll get orange. Think back to kindergarten, guys. Oh, that looks good. I think we got orange. Okay, and now we're going to add a teaspoon of orange extract. And we're going to put our orange layer on top. Then we're going to swirl our chocolate and our orange. We're going to let this set up in a cool spot like your refrigerator. Then we're going to come back and cut it. All right, I would probably, for the orange with the white chocolate, I would either add less condensed milk or more white chocolate chips, like an extra bag of white chocolate chips, because it is pretty soft. But we can make it work. Oh, wow, that looks delicious. Wait a minute, you're not focused. Okay.
Ooh, fudge l'orange.
It's supposed to be like a chocolate-covered orange thing that you get at the store every Christmas.
Mmm. Oh, yum.
It tastes just like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I love orange anyway, but orange candy.
So those oranges are probably $4 each now. So you could get the equivalent of probably 4 oranges maybe for...
Those oranges are like little wedges?
Mm-hmm. Probably $4 or $5 each. So
it does taste like that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's softer, but it tastes just the same.
Well, I think if you added more white chocolate, it wouldn't be softer, but...
Oh, yum. This is really good.
It's really good, isn't it?
I love orange candies.
Cups is 2 packages of dots. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cut all of these up into smaller pieces. Down here. Okay, so I think the easiest way to do this is just to take a knife and just separate, or not separate, but cut each one in half. I think that's the easiest way to get them cut in half. Next thing we want to do is prepare a pan. So I have my parchment paper, an 8x8 pan, and I'm cutting for the corners. Just like, oops, I missed. Just like so. Now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a microwave safe bowl. This is my favorite one. I got it at a thrift store, but I will put a link in the description below if they still have one similar. I don't know if they do or not, on Amazon. You want 2 tablespoons of butter, and then you want 20 ounces of chocolate chips. So this one happens to be 9 ounces, and this one happens to be 11 ounces. So just check your chips. It's basically 2 bags of chocolate chips. Okay, so we're gonna combine that with 2 10-ounce packages of mini marshmallows. These in here because I need to use them up. Hold both packages of chocolate chips. This is 10 ounces of the big ones that I used up. So what I'm gonna do is get this all started melting, and then I'm gonna add the rest of the chips. Then you wanna be sure to stir in between so you don't burn any of your chocolate. You can also do this in a pan on a double boiler if you want.
Double boiler?
Double boiler. Do you know what a double boiler is?
No, I don't.
It is a pan. It's where you take a pan like this, put water in it, and then you take a bowl and put it on top and put your ingredients in here, and it slowly warms it without burning.
Oh.
That's what a double boiler is. All right, now we're getting down. So I'm gonna add my next bag of marshmallows. So it acts like my white chocolate is trying to seize up on me. So I'm just going to go through and keep stirring until I can get the rest of the chocolate melted, or the marshmallows melted, so that the chocolate doesn't get too hot. White chocolate will seize if it gets too hot. You can't diddle around because once it starts cooling, it's hot. Okay, so now let's get all of our candies. Then I'm going to leave some to decorate the top here. Some of the smaller ones to decorate the top. Okay, now here's a little trick. When you have something sticky, spray your fingers. You can just press it in the pan with your fingers. try to make sure, like if you were envisioning cutting it, that every piece has a little piece on top. So now we're gonna let this set up and then we will cut it. And do not put it in the refrigerator, just let it set up at room temperature. Okay, it has been 4 hours and I think, do I dare give this a try, dear?
Looks like nougat to me.
It is supposed to be nougat.
What?
Do you think that it turned out as nougat? Is it too soft still? Size, right? Or wrong?
Depends on how many calories you want.
Okay, as I was dishing this up for the neighbors, Mike said it is.
I said of all the Christmas candies you've ever made, this is probably one of the top.
Guess what I'm making out of these mashed potatoes? What do you think I'm making out of these mashed potatoes, dear? Fudge!
Fudge out of mashed potatoes?
Mashed potato fudge. Now this is a great way to use up mashed potatoes. You're going to take your shortening. The recipe is in the description below at livingonadime.com. As usual, just regular shortening. Then we're gonna take butter. For those of you who don't know, look here, they have how many tablespoons, and you just go 1, 2, 3, and then you cut here. Okay, for those of you who have never cooked before. All right, then we're gonna put that in there, and we are going to melt this in the microwave. All right, got it mostly melted. Next thing we're going to add is 1/2 cup of cocoa. Right there. And let me measure. I'm pretty sure this is 1/3 of a cup already of mashed potatoes. Oh, shoot. No. Yeah, that's about 1/3 of a cup. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to add just a titch of salt and vanilla, my homemade, coming home from the PTA meeting vanilla. Okay, so now I don't have to do it this way. Actually, I need to put it in a bigger bowl, but I'm just doing all these combined first just because it's simple. Okay, so you want all of these mixed well. Now you're gonna think, oh Tara, you're just absolutely crazy. What are you doing putting mashed potatoes in fudge? I'm telling you, it's actually really good. Okay, then you're gonna take 1 pound of powdered sugar. Now this is 2 pounds of powdered sugar. So it's gonna be half of this. And if you wanna get precise and measure, you can, but you don't really need to. All right, and then I'm going to stir in our chocolate mashed potato mixture. Okay, now, not getting ready to do some medical exam here. I am not feeling like digging out fudge out from beneath my fingers, so I just got the gloves, or out of my fingernails, I should say, out of my fingers. That would be weird, wouldn't it? Okay, so just smush this in really, really good. Thought I was gonna have to knead it, but maybe not. Maybe I just put the gloves on for nothing. Guys, if you like my videos, would you please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share my videos with your friends and family. Really helps YouTube to know that you guys love us. And that is one easy way you can support us. All right, now, got it almost, got every little bit mixed in. I think, nope, there's some on the bottom. Get every little bit mixed in. Okay, now, you do not have to use parchment paper. You can just grease your pan. But greasing your pan is how Grandma used to do it. But people now really like parchment paper. So even though it's not frugal, that's why I'm using parchment paper, to let you guys know you can do both. Now, I just cut a slit on each corner, so then it'll fold in on itself, okay? And you just take the corner, go over, take the corner, put it in, just like so, okay? Now, if you want to grease this, you can. I'm not going to. Then we're going to take our fudge, and we are going to put it in our pan. I guess I didn't need the gloves after all. Thought I was gonna have to need it, but I don't. Okay, then we're just gonna spread this all in here until we get it smooth. Now, a lot of people ask me, what do I do with all of my candies and stuff that we make for the videos? Since we shoot anywhere from 6 to 10 videos a day when we do our shooting, I take the food to the Habitat for Humanity Restore. We love them down there and they always appreciate it. And then I take it to the teachers at Jack's school and the kids at Jack's school, and they all eat it. Take it to neighbors, our favorite appliance repairman Pistol, who has, what, 9 kids, I think he has. So we spread the love around to all of our friends and neighbors. Okay. That's how it's supposed to look. Then we're gonna throw it in the refrigerator until it is cool, probably 3 or 4 hours, up to overnight if you want to. Oops, except the refrigerator's turned off for the videos. But you'll get the idea there, guys. You gotta love me, right?
I do love you.
Okay, my potato fudge. I know you guys are gonna think I'm crazy.
Taters, huh?
Yep. Okay, so cut it into pieces. Now, I only had this in the freezer or refrigerator, excuse me, for 2 hours. 4 hours would be much better, but we got to get finished filming here. Why? Because we're tired. We've been filming, how many videos have we done today? Like 8 or something? I don't know. Now, this is potato fudge.
Mm.
What do you think?
It's good. I'm trying to think about the texture. Wow, it's very good. Oh, it's really good. Whoa.
Oops.
Took me a second to get the whole flavor.
You'd never know there's mashed potatoes in it.
Well, it has a consistency, a creamy consistency like creamy mashed potatoes.
Oh, that's really good.
Here.
Now I will say, I used dark chocolate cocoa. I don't like dark chocolate as much as regular, so use the type of cocoa that you like. So if you just like regular tasting chocolate, just use regular chocolate and not dark. But Mike likes dark chocolate, so this is gonna be his. I'll have to make me some dairy-free fudge. I need to make a little note here. You guys saw that I used the Ghirardelli cocoa. I do not like the Ghirardelli cocoa. I prefer just regular Hershey's baking cocoa. Mike and I tested a bunch of different baking cocos and brownies on my other channel, Living on a Dime to Grow Rich. And honestly, the Ghirardelli came out on the bottom of the pile. It was the Hershey's that was at the top.
I think with the Ghirardelli, it's if you like the kind of smoky, dark chocolate taste instead of just regular chocolate.
All right, we are making truffles. Now, if you have our Dining on a Dime cookbook, volume 1, this recipe is in there, and I'm making this slightly different than how I made it 25 years ago, okay? So I've got my 1/4 cup of whipping cream. Now, the recipe in the cookbook says to put all this on the stove and melt it, but I don't. I just do it in the microwave now. All right, look here. Butter, 1 to 8 tablespoons. These are tablespoon increments. We need 2 tablespoons of butter. Okay, right there. Put that in. And my sugar. Right there. All right, and then you need 6 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate. Now, I love these mini semi-sweet chocolates, and chocolate chips, and what I do is just take the bag, because it's 12 ounces, and just pour half of it in there. And now we're going to microwave this until it all melts. Okay, now I have a microwave that is a lower wattage, so it doesn't cook as fast, but every few seconds, this one I did about 45 seconds, but every few seconds, just come in and stir it so that your chocolate doesn't burn. Okay, you want it when it's really smooth, and see how it's just a little bit chunky? We want to keep stirring, and if you need to heat it up just a little bit more until it's really smooth. All right, I think we're going to get there. Okay, now I can feel my measuring cup is pretty warm, so I'm just going to stir it for just a couple of minutes here. Now, while I'm stirring this, guys, this recipe is in our Dining on a Dime, Volume 1, page 328. Now, if you want, you can add your liqueurs, flavorings, whatever you want to put in there. You can do orange, mint, raspberry, coffee, Kahlua, rum, brandy, any of those things. There, look how nice and smooth that is. Okay, so now we're going to pour this in our container. You can pour it on plastic wrap if you'd prefer. And refrigerate this until it is firm. Now, oops, there's a little piece of chocolate right there. Now, I normally add homemade vanilla. Today I didn't because I just wanted to show you the plain version. Another tip real quick is if you have bunnies left over from Easter, or like me, you find them on clearance. I think this one was 25 or 50 cents for a pound of chocolate. You can use these chocolates to make this, and it's a really good way to do that. Okay, we're going to refrigerate this for an hour and let it set up, and then we're going to come back and roll it. So I was testing to see how firm my truffle mix is. It could probably get a little firmer, but I have some cocoa here. Get all the little lumps. Now, just take a little teaspoon, clean hands, roll it into a ball, put it into the cocoa. And there you go. Now, if you want, you could use a little scoop like this. Scoop it, and then you'll have exact portions. Oops, I forgot to roll it. Roll it into a ball. Happy Valentine's Day! What do you think? Is that love? All right, for this Christmas bark, I am taking my parchment paper and cutting it in half because this is a smaller sheet. Putting down my white. And one line. And my chocolate, another line. Okay, now I'm gonna put this in the oven. The directions are in the link, or take a picture of the QR code and it'll take you to my website. Put this in the oven and let them melt. All right, I got my chips melted here. Oh, yum. Spread out just a little bit thinner. Okay, got my mint chips. And just to add a Christmas touch, I've got stars. Now I have to say, I'm not real impressed. These are the new stars without the food coloring. It's kind of sad. They're not as bright as they were. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, it doesn't matter. I still love it. Okay, now we're going to put this, ooh, that's hot. Going to put this in the freezer and let it set up, and then we will crack it. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my goodness, isn't that gorgeous? Okay, let's break this up and see what it tastes like. Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, here we go. I love the rusticness of this. Okay, I know I was complaining about how the red's not really red anymore. It's sort of a orange red, but it gives me a rustic country vibe. Okay, got a bite. And these mints are absolutely the best. I'm sorry. There's just nothing like them. Oh, this is delicious. All right, store this, put it in your bag. Then you can either freeze it or just leave it out. It's perfectly fine if you just leave it out on the counter and it's sealed up in the bag.